gonna put it in my shoe where it belongs. You need to turn around.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I turn around?
You're allowed. Hi.
It's blue. Can we kiss now, or is that not allowed? Because I feel like that's spoiled the whole...
No. Hi.
Hi.
You look very dapper. Where's your pocket watch?
It's there.
Even on the inside.
Well, I kept unbuttoning my jacket.
Uh-huh.
And rebuttoning my jacket. My dear Miranda, together we have been through many trials and tribulations. Although we have been apart at times, we have always pursued a path which brings us back together, closer than when we first parted. This effect, I believe, to be the result of the magnitude and strength of the love that we share. From the beginning, I have been captivated by you. Is that too cheesy?
No.
Where was I? Captivated. You are dedicated and passionate. You have an eye for detail that I can only dream of. And you are fiercely protective of that which you care for. I look brightly toward a future with you, knowing our love is the foundation upon which we will build our new lives together. I cannot wait to see what fruits our love and labor will sow. I hereby vow to look after you, body and soul, whether that's cooking a healthy meal or helping you decompress after a long and stressful day. I hereby vow to look after. I vow to lighten your workload and shoulder your burdens when you take on more than you can bear. I vow to listen to you and hear the deeper meaning behind your words and actions. I vow to give you a life full of laughter, to fill as many days as possible with whimsy and light. And I vow to make time for you in this world that tries so hard to be overwhelming. I promise to make time for you each and every day as a moment of calm and relief.
That's amazing. Michael, when I think back on the last 5.5 years, my head just spins. Since the very beginning, you have been my rock in the absolute whirlwind life has been. The crazy adventures, the big struggles, and the even bigger wins have all come together to bring us here today, to this day, the day of our wedding. You are my best friend and my better half. Even when we disagree, I am continually grateful for the ways in which we complement and balance one another like no one else can. I live for our goofiest moments, and I so appreciate the ways you bring out the best and the happiest in me. I am so excited to become your wife and to begin this next phase of our lives together. And so I have 5 vows to make to you here today in this quiet moment. I promise to cherish you and to respect you no matter the circumstance. I promise to be faithful to you in all ways. I promise to stand by your side through the best and the worst of times. I promise to always confide in you and to always hold your secrets safe. I promise to spend the rest of my life loving you. It is with these vows in mind that I begin this day and the rest of our days. I love you so very much, my dear.
I love you too.
And who gives this bride to this groom?
Her mother and I.
And without further ado, by the power vested in me by the state of Oregon, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
It's something that they can do. And never in music, every time they ask you, do you believe in magic? Absolutely, yes, I do.
Oh, let's get it up.
But you let me be your little shadow, following wherever you would go. Then I got a little older, and you gave me space to grow. I don't ever seem to tell you enough, but I want you to know. When God made you my father, He knew what I need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you would be my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my father, He was being good to me. I come to you with all my secrets, and you never ever change. And when you give me strength to stand back up, no amount of miles could separate us. No place where I don't feel your love. You say I'm the gift that heaven gave you, but Daddy, I'm the lucky one. 'Cause when God made you my father, He knew I need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you would be my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my father, He was being good to me.
Y'all, let's go ahead and give it up for Carrie and Miranda, everyone. And Michael, Marianne, it's your turn.
I just met you, seems like yesterday. You opened up your eyes and I recognized your face. You know that you're the one that we've been waiting. I took you in at night, another day has passed. Every week goes by a little faster than the last. It wasn't so long ago we walked together into my got so much strength inside you, a strength I pray you'll never need. And I'm always gonna lift you up, and I'm never gonna let you down. Time flies by, I hope you realize that I love you forever now.
Let's give it up for Mike.
I want to thank you all for being with us today, first of all, to celebrate Miranda and Michael's wedding day. Oh, wow. Miranda and I have always been very close. At one point during her teenage years, she even told me I was her best friend. Aww. We enjoyed spending time together, and we shared a lot. She has changed a lot since then, and we are different in a lot of ways. But the close relationship we share has never changed. Miranda, I'm so proud of the amazing woman you have turned out to be. You are strong, independent, and you aren't afraid to figure things out and get them done. But more importantly, you are loyal and kind, and I'm so happy for you today as we begin this new chapter of your life. When Michael came along, we weren't sure if he was the right guy for her. They had a few bumps along the way, but the more time we spent with him and the more interactions we watched between the two of them, the more we started to think maybe he was actually the perfect guy for her. He makes her laugh, he's patient, but he's kind. And when she gets a little frazzled, he is gentle and comforting. He supports her in most of her endeavors, at least the same ones.
For this day. Miranda and I have had a very close relationship over the years. Growing up, we spent many hours together in the living room spinning circle dancing, where she'd just hold my finger and we would just spin circles. Then we would do hours spent on the floor at the Barbie house, sipping tea around a table, or while I sat down and would blow dry her hair at night and comb it before bed. Later, she helped me work outside, dragging limbs across the yard like you wouldn't believe, picking up buckets of rocks at our new property. Then there are the hours spent together at horse riding lessons. Our bond grew by her desire to have me teach her various work skills, and because of her interest in my hobbies, and just her general desire to spend time with me. Along the way, she picked up Chantel and my love for antiques, and restoring them, she took off from there, essentially turning that into her current job as well as her education that she's pursuing. She was always wanting to figure out how to do things and asked me to teach her different skills, and that has helped us to continue to stay close. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. Again, if two lie together, they keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone? And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. So my toast to you. Well, to the happy couple, neither of you will be perfect, but you'll be perfect together. Yeah, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for Carrie. And let's keep that going for our parents of the groom, Marianne and Bruce.
I'm Michael's mom, proud mother of the group. My heart is filled with love and pride today as I watch my youngest marry his life partner. Thank you all for being here and celebrating with us. I especially want to thank Chantal and Gary for welcoming us and for all their help with Michael and Miranda while they settle in their new home. It's not easy for us to be so far away, and it brings us comfort to know they're nearby. 27 years ago this month, Michael was born, the youngest of 3 children. He was absolutely beautiful and completed our family. Michael looked up to his siblings, me and Drew, taking on anything his brother and sister did and more. I have special memories of quality time with Michael, mom and son time while my older, etc. As he grew, Bruce and I were so proud of Michael's many accomplishments. He was comfortable singing on stage or playing saxophone, but he also excelled in his studies and also in sports. You may know Michael's a geologist, right? So you might like this story. One summer we took a family trip to DC and Virginia, and we enjoyed a day at Busch Gardens. Michael, being the brave 4-year-old, wanted to go on the Pompeii ride with everyone. It's a cool ride. It has special effects on the volcano eruption. But instead of having fun, he was absolutely terrified. He didn't go on the ride for the rest of the day. After we got home to Rhode Island, I noticed strange things happening around our house. A brand new book was in the trash. The one about turtles rescuing kids from volcanoes. A new Nat Geo magazine was in the trash a week later. The one on volcanoes. Not long after, while working on a paper mache project with my daughter Drew, Michael ran screaming out of the room. Back clenched in. Michael had volcanoitis. The years flew by, and next thing you know, he was applying to college. Senior year, he made the decision to study geology at Oregon State. Wow, Michael was going to the West Coast. Because A, the program was excellent, and the geology of the area was interesting. That's right, he conquered his volcanoitis. It's been a family joke ever since. Michael met Miranda at OSU in February of 2020. I'll never forget FaceTiming with Michael that Easter with the two of them. Hold on, I lost my place. They were all dressed out, Michael and Miranda, and they were cooking a ham dinner together. That day I knew something special was brewing in Oregon. Miranda compliments Michael in the most unexpected ways. It's pretty awesome to see the two of them getting ready to go to the Renaissance Fair in the costumes that Miranda sewed, or heading out to explore a new museum or the local antique show. I loved coming home one day to a pumpkin carved into a cat by the two of them. Together they've accomplished so much most of us wouldn't even try to do. This includes resurfacing their floors themselves and keeping possums out of their crawl space. Today, a new chapter begins for Michael and our family. We're gaining our beautiful daughter-in-law, Miranda. We look forward to witnessing the life they will make in the years to come. To Michael and Miranda, be kind to each other, love deeply, laugh hard, listen closely, communicate daily, and hold each other through the tough times. Make time for date night, because life sure gets busy. Congratulations on your marriage. I wish you love, happiness, laughter, and a wonderful life together. I love you both from the bottom of my heart. And officially welcome Miranda to our family.
That was the third day. Marianne truly wanted me to listen to the two previous ones, but as you can see, the one that you want to say. As for me, I was told, and I can talk, that I had a 2.5 minute time. So I actually crafted what I wanted to say that was pretty to the point, and in honoring of both Michael and Miranda. So I'm going to start with welcome family, friends, and loved ones. My name is Bruce Iannicello, the father of the groom, and now with the new title, father-in-law of Miranda. Miranda is my first daughter-in-law, while Michael is my third and youngest child, separated by 6+ years from his oldest siblings. Before I begin honoring Michael and Miranda, I first want to acknowledge, and I am comforted by some of the comments about Michael shying away from the hard work. But that's what you thought about. I actually tried to persuade him not to get into a fixer-upper. I'm a contractor. I know what fixing up. And you have to be well suited for it. So what I want to say next is Michael is well suited for the challenge of home ownership. He married Miranda. He is the son of a contractor. And Michael and two of his friends in attendance tonight worked for us during summers while they were in college. So they got first-hand experience laboring, some working in the office, and some doing a little bit better in project management. Nonetheless, we put Michael in the field because that's the best place to learn. Anyway, with being the youngest, he performed the least of regular household chores, like cutting the grass and shoveling snow. However, with his siblings away at college, that all changed, and he groused that fairness had escaped him. Undoubtedly, Miranda will now pick up where I left off. I am convinced, like Gary said so sufficiently, that they are the right partners for each other. I have remarked to her father, she is determined and unrelenting to build, repair, and fix items in her path. So you can see now why they have my blessing and full support as they move forward, building a life together. So I close now with my intention. Good luck, Michael and Miranda. Visit often, though distance can be challenging, we've said that. Remember this moment and cherish the memories along the way. Love, Dad.
Well, let's give a warm round of applause for our next toast giver. I am going to be completely candid. I'm going to do my best to pronounce this last name. I've been given phonetic spelling. Please don't hate me if I get it wrong. Rachel Bratelepanu?
There we go.
It's okay. Rachel Everett.
Hello, my name is Rachel Lavana. I am the maid of honor, Miranda's best friend. We met at OSU through the climbing gym and actually introduced both of us through a mutual friend, but also introduced Miranda and Michael. I can't imagine another person who would want to spend making apple pie at 2 a.m. without a rolling pin and forgetting to put the butter in halfway through. That's what I call the glass pie incident. I also will never forget our trump through the snow in the dead of winter to go to a hot springs and having to use a taser flashlight to find our way back to the car. Now, I've known Miranda for a little bit longer than I've known Michael, but I can honestly say I'm honored to have been there from the beginning, to watch these two meet, fall in love, and plan the rest of their lives together. There have been plenty of rough spots. For example, Miranda leaving all of us and moving to Iowa. But in between it all, there has been an abundance of communication, adventures, laughter, love, and cats. So many cats. Besides, I'm pretty sure if they can survive buying a new house while simultaneously preparing for their wedding, they can survive anything. I'm so happy you're both able to find somebody who both challenges you and is your rock when you need it most. And as corny and as cheesy as it sounds, I really do think you two complete and complement one another. It's hard to imagine one of you without the other, and I can't wait to see how your relationship continues to grow and flourish. And I'm so happy I've been given the opportunity to be alongside you both, to see the ever-present love and understanding you show one another. I love you both so much. I'm so incredibly happy for you both. And I wish you the happiest, happiest of futures together. Cheers.
Y'all, let's give it up for Rachel, everyone. And last but not least, let's hear it for Owen. Hey, Owen, got a fan club.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hi, it's an honor to be here, and it's wonderful to see you all joining us for this evening in this celebration. Congrats again to the bride and groom, Michael and Miranda. My name's Owen. I've been lucky enough to count Michael as my best friend for nigh on 20 years now, which is somewhat shocking to look back on, right? And it's an honor and a joy to be able to share a few words with you on his behalf. Michael is a man of strength, honor, and vision. A bold venturer, someone who strives, dreams, and achieves. Strengths that I know he will continue to embody as he and Miranda embark on their life together. So, I thought I'd share a few stories about my friend. Nothing too silly or embarrassing, but we've got those if you want to ask us later. Just some brief snapshots that, taken together, I think can help us understand the measure of a person over a life. First, we have to start at the beginning. Michael and I met in kindergarten. That first exposure we've all had to socialization. I was content to just sit in the back and watch everyone else make their first friendships, but Michael was happy to take that courageous first step, even back then, and reached out to the kid sitting alone through a shared bond about trains. And that's carried us through the last 20 years. As we've grown into ourselves, Michael has bravely taken the lead and ushered me into many of the friendships that I cherish to this day. Next, of course, a tale about the strength of working as a team. One summer camp with the Boy Scouts, we were part of the group that was assigned to do the high ropes adventuring course. So a whole week we had to climb all around on these, ropes and climbing walls and stuff like this, right? And the biggest obstacle, the Everest of this sort of an obstacle course in deepest Rhode Island, was the Giant's Ladder. Okay, 2 people across, rungs increasingly further apart, up and down. Many others tried and failed, I'll say, to get to the top. many other teams of 2, but working together with Michael's strength and endurance and my being tall, we pulled each other up and made it to the top first out of everything. What about you? And these are qualities that he displays constantly. Climbing mountains with friends, digging around for minerals in the desert, or tackling the vines in his and Miranda's new backyard. And I think all of our friends and the people here who know him have seen these values and seen what Michael has made of himself as we've all grown up together. And so, my last story is just a story about the present day, right? Michael leaving his home, moving cross country to pursue his passions in school and build a life together with his new wife, Miranda. All the while, he has remained committed to connection with friends near and far. I know that I'm not the only one here who might be from a far distant corner of the country, who's relied on him to be up late at night, having a phone call, for advice turned into philosophical discussion. And so what I and many other folks here know about Michael, his courage, vision, inner and outer strength, have found their match in what Miranda brings. She has those qualities in equal measure and brings her own creativity, craft, and above all care to her loved ones and to their relationship. We've had the privilege of watching them blossom together, from the trials of starting to date right as the pandemic happened, to building a life, a home, and this wonderful occasion together. And so now we can all join to celebrate the 2 of you as a married pair. This now formalized bond, not a replacement for those that have connected us already, but as an expansion to the shared community and family that connects us all today. Please join me in wishing them health, happiness, and many long years together. Cheers to you, Miranda and Michael.
That's right, let's give it up one more time for Owen, everyone.